Hello and welcome back to day number 133 of my road to 200 kilogram total. Now, as you can probably tell, I've now changed up my schedule. I'm now doing day one on Monday, and still gonna experiment with how things are gonna go. But most probably, I'm still gonna keep the same schedule of day one and day two, consecutively, and then have a break between day two and day three. And then do day three and day four consecutively. So it's gonna be day one Monday, day two Tuesday, the following day Wednesday break or cardio day or complete rest depending on how I feel. Day three Thursday, and then day four Friday. So that means I have Saturday and Sundays off. I think that's gonna be a lot more manageable, especially with the holidays coming up, and how that's gonna probably help a lot in terms of when we have to travel and go to the province and stuff. Right, so beginning the day with some basically the same thing as I did last week. Snatch work at 90% for doubles, and then clean and jerk doubles at 80%. This time increasing the sets, and that's how I'm increasing the sets for this week. This is still technically the loading week, and then I'm just trying to get more and more used to the weight at 72.5. Okay, something I noticed for today is that it feels a lot easier, pull is a lot better, stronger, and standing up is very easy, but I'm actually kind of lacking a lot of explosive power. Yeah, basically I have a lot of strength, but I'm just lacking a lot of power. It could be because of how heavy I'm going with these, so I'm gonna have to probably assess, either continue forward and see what happens. Maybe that increased strength will just help me to pull better, or will I scale back on some of the exercises so that I can get back some of that speed. Or maybe a third option would be, once I've finished the snatches, the main session of snatches, I'm just gonna go down in weight all the way back to the swim weight, but then just focusing a lot on speed, because as you can notice, these are fast, but I'm not as explosive or as aggressive, especially with my feet. There we go, good on that attempt. But also what's happening is I'm landing on my heels, or shifting the balance to my heels a lot more. That's because that could be a case of over pulling, and I'm catching it behind, so I have to compensate by digging basically going backwards, right? So after 4 warm-up sets, immediately went to my snatches, to my main sets of 72.5, a little over 90%. I mean, these are good, and they feel easy, but the thing is, I'm just not happy with how that I'm not as aggressive with them anymore. Speed is there, strength is there, just no power. Okay, there's a bit of it there, and if you guys remember last week, I was getting a lot of that power in the second rep, but now it's in the first. Now, just to clarify, when I say power, I'm talking about the foot stomp, which is not really required, but it just helps me feel more confident now. That was an ugly snatch. And then last one. Oh, no, not last one. I still have another set after this. Taking my time in between there. There, so you can see I'm doing this sort of thing where I jump forward to catch it. You don't want that, because that's how I used to do my snatches, and seeing it happening again makes me want to assess whether I'm doing the right thing with my programming. Okay. Actually, it's a bit forward, and my right foot isn't that moving out as much, but my left foot is definitely going out to the side more. Right, and then the clean and jerk warm up. So that was 4 sets. That was 4 sets at the snatch doubles. Alright, really clean and jerk, just focusing a lot on being. I basically dialed in that clean technique. Jerk is very fast, very strong. Just have to hone in more on that technique. especially with that back leg, that unruly back leg, that a very unruly back foot. Just have to be more aware of the position that it's in. Boom, good pop up the chest. Something I'm noticing though, with the faster dip, I actually managed to push the bar really high and just lock out. I don't think any of the sets today were like last week, especially during the 90% on the clean and jerk day. Oh, very good turnover. You see, that's a very underrated thing when you look at the clean and jerk. Turnover speed in the clean and just meeting the bar. I think I talked about this last week, but it's worth noting again that when you're catching the bar, you want to have as minimal space as possible so that you can effectively push the bar, exert force onto the bar again, and you can avoid bar crashing, because when the bar crashes on your chest, it'll be a lot harder to ride it back up. But if you catch it well, have a good turnover speed, have a good contact with the bar and the rack and the front rack position, it's gonna be much easier to go from the bottom and then hit back up from the bottom of a clean. Okay, something I'm noticing right now is that I'm also sort of cutting the extension, cutting the distance wherein my front foot goes forward. I think I was only doing that rep. I think it happened in 2 reps, so 1 in 2 different sets. Because yeah, right. And then last one. Not gonna lie, I'm very tired. This felt slow, but watching it from the video, it's still fast. Good jerk. Yeah, but just landed on the blade of my feet a bit. Almost lost balance there. And then last one. Okay. And good clean. Oh yeah. Definitely tired when I pop off the clean that way. There. Okay, slide scapula elevation there. Right, and then moving on to some back squats, moving up from 100 kilos to 105 for 4 sets of 6. So yeah, I already mentioned this last week, but I am combining more or less the exercise selection and how Fit's programmed the snatch, the clean and jerk, and its accessories. And then for the back squats, I'm just utilizing what I made, the squat program I made for myself, utilizing but a lot of what Coach Zach Tellender on YouTube discussed in his 3-part series on max strength, and it did so much wonders. I think, but the only difference now is that I'm not squatting as much because of the volume of work that I'm doing in the snatch and the clean and jerk. So I don't have as much. I don't have pause front squats, and I don't have pause. Wait, no, I don't have paused front squats, and I don't have double bounce back squats. So let's just see if my program will still hold up pretty well. Because if it still does, I basically have a squat program that I can combine with any other program that I want, especially with Olympic lifting, and then maybe that and maybe hopefully this program is going to be able to combine when I make a strength, more on strength, like deadlifts and bench. I'm actually fairly certain that this principle, of working with relative intensity, yeah, I'm fairly certain this could work with all the other strength movements. Okay, then lastly, ending it with some what were these called again? Evil wheels and Russian twists. Now I have a pretty bad love-hate relationship with this. Ideally, you want your core to be in, like, you want to hold a hollow body, but it's still kind of debated on what on how you should do ab rollouts. I wish I bought an ab rollout. That's actually easier to perform than this because at least it's a smaller thing that you need to roll out. But yeah, when I save up enough money. Okay, and then some Russian twists for 20 kilos, so 10 per side, 20 per side, sorry. And then that's it. That's it for today's video. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye.